Welcome, everyone, to today's episode of Tech Talk Unplugged, where we explore the intersection of technology and our everyday lives. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a fascinating topic that combines coding, culture, and a bit of cheeky humor: spelling in CSS. Yes, you heard that right. Now, for many of us, CSS, cascading style sheets, might seem pretty straightforward, but what if I told you there's a way to give it a distinctly British flair? Well, picture this. Instead of using color, you can spell it color. It's a small change, but it reflects something much deeper: our connection to language and culture through technology. So, how does this work? There's a clever little client-side script called BritCSS that allows web developers to use traditional English spellings for CSS properties. Imagine this: you're working on a website and you want to keep it culturally relevant. You throw in your British spellings and voila! Your site has that unmistakable touch of home. Let's break this down a bit. To get started with BritCSS, all you have to do is add a simple line to your HTML. Here's how you do it. Just include the script link in your HTML document. Think of it as a cultural ambassador for your website. And for those of you who are wondering if you can turn it off, there's even a debug mode. You just toggle it on or off as you please. Now let's look at some usage examples. You might have a CSS rule like this in your style sheet: body, background color red. How delightful is that? It's a great way to celebrate our language. And you can take it a step further with inline styling in your HTML too. Just imagine the joy of seeing background color red in your pages. Now I can hear some of you out there saying, but why bother? Well, consider this. Programming is a form of expression. Just like any artist chooses their palette, a programmer can choose their spelling. With tools like BritCSS, we can not only write code but also express a part of our identity and pride in our linguistic heritage. Isn't that kind of beautiful? I'd love to know your thoughts on this. What do you think about integrating cultural elements into programming? Is there a language or a regional flair that you think deserves a spotlight in your code? Before we wrap up, let's summarize what we've discussed. We learned about the BritCSS script, how it allows the use of traditional British spellings in CSS, and why it might matter. It's not just coding, it's a celebration of culture. So, whether you're coding a website or just playing around with styles, consider giving it a little British charm. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Tech Talk Unplugged. I hope you found these insights useful and thought-provoking. Until next time, keep exploring the tech world, and don't forget to put your unique stamp on it.